Vape-related illnesses continue to keep medical professionals busy. Local educators also taking note.
And they're adapting. Channel 5's Taylor Winkle with more on the changes underway. It is tonight's special report.
Right now, the FDA and the CDC don't know what's causing these lung injuries. The only thing they have in common is the patients all used e-cigarettes, many of them believed to contain black market oil with THC. That's the main psychoactive compound in marijuana. Some local school district police have had to retrain themselves and their canines on how to identify these vaping devices.
You wouldn't even know what it was if you were not familiar with it.
A handful of e-cigarette vape pens, all confiscated from students by Edinburgh CISD police.
Our first one was in 2016, 2017.
Just 3 years ago, Chief Perez and his staff had no idea what they were dealing with. But now,
we're seeing 2 or 3 a day.
Sleek designs disguised as pens and USB drives with odor masking technology.
That have already been dealt with?
Every time a student is caught with a vape pen,
See how it's changing purple?
officers use these field kits to test for THC. If the results are positive, students could face legal punishment. For younger students, misdemeanors, but if they're 17 or older, it could be a felony for having drugs in a school zone. The Edinburgh School District keeps data on just how many THC vapes they confiscate. That one vape pen they confiscated in the 2016-2017 school year went up to 8 the next year, 116 the year after that. So far this school year, officers have taken at least 30.
It's something that was new for us, right? With marijuana, we know it to be a green leafy substance that you burn.
Now replaced by new technology and a new health risk that's still mostly a mystery.
As you can see, there's no ingredients to this one here. It's oil, but I don't know what's in it. We don't know what's in there.
Black market oil products containing THC are the common factor in the majority of the more than 2,000 lung injury cases reported to the Center for Disease Control, something we didn't see up until just a few months ago. It's not clear what that means for mainstream users. The most concerning factor for Chief Perez isn't the legal ramifications these kids now have to deal with. It's that they don't know what's inside the oil they're smoking, and they seem to be okay with that.
They're saying what's wrong with it? It's not a tobacco product. It's oil and a electronic pen, you know. But it's what we're telling them. Do you know what's inside the oil?
Any vaping that has any chemicals, be that nicotine, be that THC, be that just flavoring, is a problem.
Dr. Gerardo Lopez Mena is the chief medical officer at the main hospital at DHR. He explains electricity from the battery in a vape pen heats up the oil. When you breathe it in, that warmed up liquid is pulled through a mechanism that turns it into an aerosol. So you're not inhaling smoke or water vapor. You're steaming a cocktail of chemicals into your lungs that shouldn't be there.
We're seeing students that ingest some of this. They're ending up in the emergency rooms in distress, elevated heart rate, things like that.
Chemical droplets deposit everywhere, from inside your mouth to air sacs deep inside your lungs, all the way to the thinnest barrier between your lungs and bloodstream. The FDA and the CDC originally suggested vaping was safe for adults trying to quit smoking cigarettes, but for teens, medical regulators are saying it's completely opposite.
We do know that the teens that smoke e-cigarettes are more likely to actually pick up real cigarettes.
In most cases, diseases linked to smoking cigarettes like COPD, lung cancer, stroke, and heart disease took years of smoking to develop. Doctors say the lung infections and deaths linked to vaping are way more accelerated. The string we're seeing right now, that's only the short-term effects.
At the end of the day, for now, we don't know enough. So the recommendation is to not do it.
Doctors say it's still too soon to know how harmful vaping really is, and we probably won't know for 10 or 20 more years. Right now, there's no specific blood test or other clinical sign that clearly identifies people with vaping-related sickness. That's expected to become more of an issue as flu season approaches. Reporting in the studio, Taylor Winkle, Channel 5 News at 10.
Here's a breakdown of current vape-related illnesses in Texas. 179 cases on record so far, 10 reported in our area. JD Adnan, the submission continues to recover in a Dallas area hospital. He says he got sick after just 6 months of vaping, first nicotine, then THC. Adnan spent 49 days in a medically induced coma.
Hopefully, I'm home by Thanksgiving. Full recovery, no test tube, no oxygen.
That's the goal, but right now he is still having trouble breathing on his own.
We continue to suggest that people consider refraining from use of all e-cigarettes or vaping products.
That suggestion from CDC health experts as they work to find the source of vape-related illnesses. Investigators have narrowed it down to THC and vitamin E acetate.